All right, so sorry about that. We had a little bit of an issue with the other document, and the second page wasn't showing up. But now here's the second page, and in general, continuing with this concept of conjugate pairs. Like we said before, if you multiply something by its conjugate, the outer and the inner terms are going to cancel out, and the radical will completely disappear. We're going to use that concept in all of the problems in number 5, because as you can see here, there's a binomial, and one of them is a radical. Well, we can't leave a radical in the denominator, but just multiplying by square root of 7 in this problem won't work, because then we'd end up with a 3 square root of 7. So it's not going to really accomplish anything. Instead, we need to multiply this by its conjugate, 3 plus square root of 7. And if we do that in the denominator, we're going to get 3 times 3, which is 9. Like we said before, the outer and the inner will cancel. Positive times a negative is a negative. Square root of 7 times square root of 7 is square root of 49, which is just 7. Now, just like we did before, if we do it to the denominator, we have to do it to the numerator as well. And luckily for us, multiplying by 1 is really easy, so we just get 3 plus square root of 7. And then 9 minus 7 in the denominator is 2. Now, in order for these to simplify, all 3 of the terms would have to be divisible by 2, or by the same thing, rather. And in this case, they're not, so that's your final answer. Let's look at B. Same thing, let's multiply by the conjugate. Numerator and denominator. So now in the numerator, we've got 9 minus 3 square root of 3. In the denominator, we'll have 9 as our first term. Outer and inner will cancel. Last term will be minus square root of 9, which is 3. So in the numerator, 9 minus 3 square root of 3. Denominator, 9 minus 3, which is 6. But now in this case, the 9, the 3 square root of 3, and the 6 are all divisible by 3. So when we simplify those and divide everything by 3, 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 square root of 3 divided by 3 is just a 1 square root of 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So there's our answer. Last one, let's go through this one kind of quick because you should have the hang of it at this point. Multiply by the conjugate, 4 plus square root of 6. And in the numerator, when we distribute, 8 plus 2 square root of 6 over 16 minus 6, which is 10. 8 plus 2 square root of 6. And in this case, everything's divisible by 2, so we're going to get 4 plus 1 square root of 6 over 5. Okay. Now let's go on to the next part. These ones are just a little more difficult because, as you can see, we've got not only radicals in the denominator, but also radicals in the numerator. You're not going to go about doing them any differently. It's just that what we get in the numerator is going to be a little more complicated. We're still going to multiply by the conjugate, 3 minus square root of 5, and same in the numerator. But now the numerator is kind of just a little uglier. It looks as if the two binomials in the numerator are conjugates, but they're not. They're both minuses. So we're going to get 9 minus 3 square root of 5 minus another 3 square root of 5, which is minus 6 square root of 5. And then a negative times a negative, which is a positive. And square root of 5 times square root of 5, which is 5. Then in the denominator, we can do that one a little faster because we've got 3 times 3, which is 9. Outer and the inner will cancel, minus 5. So now, in the numerator, we've got some like terms, 9 plus 5, 14, minus 6 square root of 5. Denominator, 9 minus 5, which is 4. And again, because all 3 terms are divisible by 2 in this case, we can simplify to 7 minus 3 square root of 5 over 2. So I'll give you a second to try B. Might take a minute or so, because again, like I said, these are a little more complicated as far as what you actually get when you multiply by the conjugate, but I will give you a minute to try this one. And make sure you fully distribute in the numerator and denominator. Okay, again, make sure you're fully distributing in the numerator and denominator. I'll go slow because I'm probably still working on this one. 18, first term. Next term, 3 squared is 6. Next term, 6 squared root of 6. And last term, plus square root of 36, which I'm not even going to bother writing that because I know square root of 36 is 6. Denominator, 6 times 6, 36. Because they are conjugates, I already know the outer and the inner will cancel. Minus 6, square root of 6 times square root of 6, which is square root of 36, or just 6. So again, got some like terms, 18 and 6, 24. 3 square root of 6 plus 6 square root of 6 is 9 square root of 6 over 36 minus 6, which is 30. And if you look at all three terms, they're all divisible by 3. 24 divided by 3 is 8. 9 square root of 6 divided by 3 is 3 square root of 6. And 30 divided by 3 is 10. So there's your answer for 6B. Now, 7 is almost exactly the same as all the others, so to save you guys some time, I'm not going to actually do 7 for you, but I will tell you that if you want to do the problem yourself, the answer is going to be choice 1. Okay? So we'll work on some of these in class and do some more practice with rationalizing the denominator. But you guys saw today that rationalizing when you have a binomial denominator requires you to multiply by the conjugate. Rationalizing when you have a monomial denominator, which we did on the first page, is a little simpler because all we really have to do is multiply the radical by itself. Okay? Take care. Bye.